I didn't wait. I started it right away. So, part 3. So, Ron Diggerhoof of Ohio, we get into the meeting room because we're down there with everybody else, and there's no place in this hotel to meet. Where are we going to meet? Oh, we got to jam in here, jam in there. I said, I have a secret. Pull everybody over. I got a secret. They said, what? I said, the committee for Faithfully Execute committee met in the lobby right next to the elevators, and I got thirsty, and rather than go all the way up to my floor, I went up the second floor to get a Pepsi from the floor machine. I get off the elevator on the second floor. There's no Pepsi machine. I'm walking around and what? This floor is full. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say it in front of my roommate. This floor is full of empty meeting rooms. They're all unlocked. So I say, guess what? Yeah, let's go up there. They say, oh yeah. So we go up there and we look around. There's one room in there. It's got projection screen, a big TV, and it's like, oh wow, this is our tech room. Boom. We just took this thing over. So within a short time, we got laptops going, and I plug in my external speakers and put KNAC.com, Lattice.com, having a good time and everything. And Dickerhoof comes in and he says, I nominate myself for president. And I said, oh, you do, huh? Okay. I jumped up and stood next to him. Well, I nominate myself for president, too. Now we got us a contest. And then we're talking back and forth, and he's saying, well, no. And I said, well, no. So little campaigning goes on, and guys are standing around laughing and everything. And, okay, and he says, well, I'm on this and that or whatever, and I have the time to do it. I said, oh, you have the time to do it? You sure? He says, yeah. I said, I withdraw my nomination and sat down. And I turned around and said, okay. They can't say we rubber stamped anything. So, Ron says, well, you guys don't mind if I put my sloppy pants on, do you? I said, no, go right ahead. So he goes up to the room to change. Then he walks out of the room. I said, I nominate myself for vice president. And they said, I second the nomination. I said, okay, all in favor say aye. Aye, okay. I am now the vice president. The president is not here. I have the floor. And my first official duty is to throw Robert's rules out the fucking window. Oh, I'm sorry. Freedom! I can say whatever I want to. Anyway, I said, I'm throwing Robert's rules out to the window, and we're going to speak like men. Yeah, so Robert's rules my ass. We collaborated. It's like, well, okay, we got to do this, and what do you got to, and the tech jargon started flying. And I said, well, and they're going, oh, website. I was like, okay, I'm honest about it. I've never created a website, but I've done a lot of shit on the web and done a lot of stuff. Got a lot of experience, and I'm pretty tech savvy, but I've never created a website. That's okay. I don't, these guys know how to do that part. I can do some other parts. So I started working on it, working on it. Hey, well, this and that, and I said, this needs some visual impact, right? So I said, I brought these posters that have the Constitution on one side, and on the other side, it's got like a timeline with everything broken out, and it's got the citations and the titles on one side of the sections and articles, and on the other side, it lists what in the Constitution that's about. And I said, I was going to put these up for the delegates to refer to, and I brought 2 of them so you could put front and back to where you could see all of them. But I guess this bunch is somewhat savvy enough. Well, a bunch of them were, but not all of them. But a bunch of them are savvy enough that we really didn't need to. We all carry these blessed things anyway. And then when we got our packets, they had the Citizens Rule Book, which has it all in there too. So we really didn't need it. I said, you know what? This needs some visual impact. You need to be able to look at something and have it click in your head. I get it, just from a look. I said, I'm going to take these. I want to take one, and all the violations that we've listed and showed proof for that we know those parts of the Constitution have been violated. So I want to take each one and cut them out. And when I'm done, say, this is what of the Constitution you have left. This is where you're headed. What do you want to lose next? Oh, you don't know what was up there? You don't know what you lost? You don't know what this was that you used to be able to do that you can't do now? Huh? And then I thought, well, you know what? Let's do it digitally. So I whip out. Instead of cutting them out, I started to cut things out so that I could hold it up and show you. And they're saying, no, don't ruin it, don't hurt it. I said, okay. Tech to the rescue. I whip out my tripod and my trusty high-tech 2000 zoom Canon. Extend two legs, one leg short. Put it on the table so that it's off like this. Attach the camera pointed down. Open this thing up on the floor. Line it up with my remote. Take pictures of it. Put them up there. Crop them properly. And then I went through with paint and started taking them out. And then I filled them with red. I didn't get all of them on there, but I got enough of them on there so you can get an idea. Or the committees could get an idea of what I was shooting at. And when I get everything that we produced, I'll go through and do them all. And then when we were in committee later, I told one of the committee members, I said, you know what? We could even make this an interactive thing to where it starts out with the Constitution and shows the date. And the date can start rolling, and when it hits certain dates, then bink, this one disappears with a date on it. Bink, 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 bink. And then present day, it shows you how much law you're living without. So look for that, because I think it's going to be pretty eye-opening. So we met until dinner at 7 o'clock. We had dinner in the atrium next to the pool. Nice little area. We've eaten a couple of times in. And as soon as we were done eating, they started snacking things up, moving things around, and changing tables and chairs and setting things up. They had a screen set up with a projector on it. And as soon as we're done, they start in with initial report from the committees type meeting, and we didn't get out of there until midnight. And a lot of things were said that I'd love to impart upon you, but suffice it to say, I tried my best. Not everything that I suggested is going to be taken to heart, and actually in the middle of giving them some of the best things that we've done back in Phoenix in furthering the revolution and some of our best ideas, I got partway through and they stopped me. I said, that's enough. I said, what do you mean that's enough? I thought you wanted suggestions. I thought you had somebody writing these things down. These are what we've done that is proven to work. He said, that's enough. I said, okay. Fine. You don't want any more? Here you go. And Bob says, no, Ed, come back. I said, no, that's fine. They don't want to know. Fine. They can do it however they want to. You don't need to take advantage of someone's tried and true experience. So one of the committee members from the marketing committee was interested in what I was saying. He realized, hey, look, we don't have to beat our heads up against the wall trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Here's a successful person with a good network that can tell us how. And he pulled me to the back of the room. So I started filling him in on a little bit more the things that the other people didn't want to hear. And hopefully he's going to take them back into committee and say, hey, look, you know what? This guy's got some ideas. And they really work. The thing is the committee members that were in charge of that got up there and they made, I wished I could read them to you. I mean, it was like, when you get 500,000 people, you drop a banner off a bridge. It's like, what? I think you got it backwards. You need to drop a banner off the bridge so you get 500,000 people. Come on. I told him, BCS bowl game at ASU, 60,000 people waiting outside to get in. The minute the gates open, that's our cue. 40 foot tall, 60 foot long, Ron Paul revolution. All you heard was, oh, from the crowd. I said, that's how you get people.